All right, welcome to the show, man. We back again. I apologize, y'all. I've been on the road for a couple days, but I'm back home, and so I'm enjoying my vacation. I'm sorry, I apologize, and also I broke my camera doing my first live in week one, watching the Colorado Buffs play TCU. So I'm sorry about that, but hey, we back, man. We ain't gonna make no more excuses. We just gonna get in the lab and work. So this is my week four college football predictions. Of course, y'all know week three was a wild one. I'm just gonna be honest, man. Like, the top 15, bruh, like it's just getting crazy. So I'm just letting y'all know, just keep an open mind, man. A lot of times your team don't be BSing. It's just that the other squad just came to play. You know what I mean? And it don't matter what conference they in. What sometimes you get hit in the mouth, bro. That's just how it go. Like it's football, bro. Like I try to tell people, man, don't get too caught up in like the predictions. I mean, like the top 15, like, cause sometimes like the pre-polls, like they get it wrong, cause a lot of teams ain't really like that when it comes down to certain parts of the schedule. So just keep an open mind, bro. Or like I said, like sometimes people just come to play and it really ain't your team fault. It's just that they, you know what I mean, they just getting hit in the mouth, bro. That's it. But anyways, this is week four. My predictions. All right, the first game that I want to watch at noon is Clemson, Florida State. All right, earlier I think they was like a 3-point dog. Right now I'm on the app right now and it's Clemson is a 1.5 point dog, right? That's gonna be a good game. I'm glad that game is like one of the only games that I want to see that is not playing when another game that I want to see at the same time. I'm gonna drop some examples later on in my video. But anyway, um, yeah, that 1.5 point dog. Um, do I think so? Do I think it should be like that? Do you know? Um, I don't know, man. I think that it's like that because Florida State had a close one with Boston College. All right. Um, but they ain't the only one. It's a lot of teams, including my dogs, bro. They had they was down 14-3 and at the half against South Carolina, a team that they beat last season in their home stadium 45-0 with 80% return rate. So that don't mean I can't just use that excuse to say, oh, well, it ain't the same team. Well, they had 80% return rate. Both teams. I think Carolina had like might got a lot of their players back just like we do, but man, it really ain't no excuse. I just think that, sometimes teams come to play, bro, and sometimes you got to rally back and win the game. You going to have ugly wins. We had an ugly win against Missouri last season. That's neither here nor there. Like, so if you want your team, I'm just saying that I say this to say that. Like, I say that to say this. I think that if you expect your team to just have straight up blowouts, you kind of send your team up for failure simply because they ain't even been in no fights yet. So that, like, you got to take that in consideration as well. But anyways, I got Clemson. I got Florida State beating Clemson. Probably by more than 1.5. I just feel like Vegas is looking at them like they're not as good as they expect. Probably because of the Boston College game, right? But nothing puts fire under a team more than like you saying that they're not what they supposed to be or who they say they are. All right, that always works, but you gotta understand um, the situation and narratives in college football. It be like teams should be covering and beating these low grade teams when. Man, if you ever played football in your life, you know that ain't always the case. All right, so yeah, I think I got Florida State by 6.5, maybe. It probably gonna be about 14, but I'm gonna say like 6.5. All right, way more than what they got here. Um, I just think they're gonna play with a chip on their shoulder and they'll beat Clemson. Not like it's not gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be a good game at noon. So, Yeah, that's how I got that one. Next game. I think it should be a 3:30 games. Um, the next good games it should be Colorado and Oregon at 3:30, and Alabama and Ole Miss at 3:30. Let me just double check real quick. Yeah. So that's what I was saying. That's the other, and there's another example later on I'm gonna give y'all. But that's the example I was saying. Like it gonna be some games on that you gonna want to see that are really good games, but they on the same. They going on at the same time, and hopefully y'all got a little split screen shit y'all can do. But anyway, Ole Miss Alabama. Well, I know that they both ranked. I think number 13 and number 15. I think I'm not too sure, but um, right now, uh, Jalen Miro's back. If they can get it rolling, they might win. Let me see what. Let me see what. Let me see what they what they got 'em, what Vegas got them in. I think it's a 7. I think it's a 6.5. I think it's 7. 7 point. Somebody's a 7 point dog. Yeah. Ole Miss is a 7 point dog. Now, I. It just looked like to me on paper, Ole Miss is the better side consistently, right? We know how inconsistent Alabama's been, but at the end of the day, that's a conference game for them on the West. So I think they'll take that a little bit more seriously and they'll be a little bit more prepared. That game is, I feel like that's anybody's game. I'm not gonna call that game. If you can look at I mean, man, you can look at the um the points on this one. I just feel like they're it's gonna be a toss up in this game. It's gonna be a hard fight game, right? Hard fought game. Um, I don't got nobody in this game. Now, next game, Colorado, Oregon. I get exactly what y'all saying about that Colorado Oregon game. How Oregon should run away with this one, pretty convincingly, right? But I just think that I know who Bo Nix is in close games or in pressure situations, right? I knew how he played in Auburn, and I knew how he played Georgia in the season opener as a ranked team and got mollywopped. So I do know Colorado don't got the depth on that side, on the defense side of the ball like Oregon do. But one thing I do know is that Colorado has NFL insights that no other team in college football got. I'm talking about for real. Like they got real life NFL former players like Warren. I mean, they got people that literally know the game. Like so, even though they lack this in depth, they got a lot of this, and they got a lot of this too, heart. So, that's what they gonna need in the trenches versus Oregon on the defense. Now, as a defense, um, offense side of the ball for Colorado, I think they got just as the amount of weapons at the offense side of the ball like Oregon. And for one, I'm gonna tell you right now, under pressure and for what I saw last week with Colorado being down like that and had to go to double OT, Shador locked in, man. And see, sometimes that's what you need. You need a player. Those players is hard to find. Guys who can like literally they got that it factor. For me, for our team, the guy that had the it factor, for our team, I'm gonna tell y'all, that's the one that people criticize the most, and that was Stetson Bennett. I don't care what nobody say. That boy Stetson can play some doggone football, especially in big moments. He just knew how to find a way to win. And I think Shador has that Tom Brady type of mindset where he just, when he locks in and he really wants a game and he really want to win, he going to find a way to win. And I'm going to take that versus Bo Nix any day. Now, I'm going to get back to the skill positions. Jimmy Horn, Junior Weaver, and Edwards, and they had, of course they had Travis Hunter, and he had the injury. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think this game is not gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be like a high scoring game. Cause I just believe that Colorado offense got some firepower, man. So I'm gonna say, cause they're right now they're a 21.5 point dog against Oregon. Um, I get it, I get it, I get it. You know, they're a 21.5 point dog. Man, listen, I don't know, man. I gotta have Oregon in this game. I mean, no, I gotta have Colorado in this game. Sorry, um, but it ain't gonna be by much. It's gonna be a hard fight. Um, and those who got Oregon blowing them out, I just feel like we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I mean, but hey, man, Georgia's playing UAB at the same time. At the next game 7:30. But I don't know if I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see some of it because I'm a fan. But Notre Dame versus Ohio State is next. I think I got no one in that game. I think that game comes down to um what quarterback's gonna show up because Notre Dame's got a good defense. Um, I just man, with this game right here, it's gonna come down to what quarterback shows up. Cause Kyle McCord, 5-star guy, new starter, couldn't get it going in the first beginning of the season, but got it going now. Um, so that's one thing you have to look at, and then you have to look at Notre Dame's team. Their quarterback, that guy, he's playing way better than what he did, and a lot of people criticize him. Um, sometimes I do too, cause he can throw some wild stuff that I'm not. That so that's when it comes to this game. I'm not that sure if if I feel good calling this game either, man. It really just who shows up and who has the better game plan and who takes off with this game. That Notre Dame and Ohio State game and that Ole Miss and Alabama game is gonna come down to who really want it better than the other. All right, it just to me, I think they both got pretty good teams, but it's just gonna come down to who's gonna do who's gonna do their job. Let me give y'all the numbers on that game for the Notre Dame and Ohio State game. Let me give y'all the numbers real quick. Um, Notre Dame surprisingly is a 3.5 point dog in this game. Um, like I told y'all, man, it really just gonna come down. These teams, to me, they neck and neck, man. And I think it's way different than last season. Notre Dame was getting smacked by was it Marshall or somebody else? Man, I don't understand that. Like like I said before, I get it. I understand anybody can smack you around, but they had some firepower early on in the season, and I don't know how that happened. I think that it just was the defense of Notre Dame. Like I said before, they still got that good defense. So, you never know, man. But on both them games, so I mean that's how I got it. That's how I'm calling it, man. Um, like I said, when the game's over, let me know who y'all think. Matter of fact, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And man, it's the Tyriel show, bro. I just had to put some stuff out, man, because I know I haven't been doing what I said I was gonna do. But it's some things that happen, so we don't cry with spilled milk over here. We just gonna keep doing our thing, gonna keep working hard, keep pushing, keep grinding. Hey man, until I see y'all tomorrow with another one, man. Peace.